Our next team will be Innova Tech from Tunisia, who will be setting up in exactly 5 minutes, presenting for 10 minutes, and then they will have 5 minutes of Q&A with our judges. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, while Innova Tech are setting up, we will check our shortlisted teams that did not go through. And here we have our team from UAE, correct? Hello, how are you?
Hi,
What's your name, please?
my name is Aya Bilal Ali.
Hi, Aya, كيفك? You prefer Arabic or English? Okay, well, Aya is so good. So, Aya, can you please tell us about your, unfortunately, unlisted? What was it about?
My project is I Connect Break Barriers Bond Thoughts. Our project is targeting the paralyzed people who can't move, like face physical disabilities and can't talk. And it's all about that we can hear their voices through the EEG signals, the brain signals.
Okay.
So and the nurse or the guardian can get a notification with what they want.
How did you execute this idea that you had?
It consists of 3 phases. The first phase is reading the EEG signals using the sensor, and then the second one is some codes we did, a program, MATLAB. We did all of the codes, and where we define the command, and then the last part is the mobile application, and the server, which we did on Windows Phone.
And how did you present this idea to the judges that were there yesterday, and then they were expecting your idea of innovation and all of these things?
Presented it in a presentation, normal presentation, and we did a demo where we had two cases, the hungry case and the emergency case, and we showed, Muhammad was our demo, and he showed how...
You are Muhammad? Hello, Muhammad, how are you?
That's it.
And how much time did it take you to prepare for this idea and to execute it?
It's our senior design project, so we graduated now, and it took us 1 year.
1 year?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you find Qatar in general?
Although we didn't win this stage, but we had a great opportunity to be here. It's our first time to have like such an event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and best of luck in the upcoming Imagine Cup Arab. And thank you for presenting your idea with us. Thank you. Can we give it a warm welcome? Thank you very much.
No, no, no. You have 1 minute, team, 1 minute.
My name is Mariam.
Team, you may start your presentation.
Okay, so can we start? Okay, good evening and thank you for coming. We're delighted to have you here. We are the Innova Tech team from Tunisia, Ashraf, Shuhaib, Ghazi and me Sabrine. We're glad we have gone this far in this worldwide competition and we hope we can make it to the finals. So to know what our project is really about, let's watch the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, family is the first and most important institution that anyone is born into. Family is crucial. However, did you know that the number of divorced couples has practically doubled up compared to 2013? It is estimated that 1 child out of 3 grows up in a broken home. A home where miscommunication is the #1 issue. Miscommunication between husband and wife, between parents and children, is a big problem that only keeps getting bigger. Even though we use over 1 billion smartphones around the world, those are basically tools of communication that are supposed to solve the problem of miscommunication. So we figured we should just find a way to use them right. Our solution is a software application that we called Familia. It is like your own family network where you can easily communicate, organize, and exclusively share with other family members in real time. Familia works in multiple languages and comes with different modules and interfaces to fit all types of users. We have an interface for children, an interface for parents, and an interface for the physically challenged people. We'll start with the interface for children, basically icon-oriented, and where the kid can find options like check-in that tells his parent where he is at the time. The option pick me up tells a parent that he should pick him up from whatever place he is. And this is our way of saying that every child who has Familia knows that no matter what, his parents will always be there for him. But even so, we also give him the possibility of finding home by his own with the option Find Home that gives him a clear picture of where he is and how to get home. Parents, on the other hand, get their own version of Familia, which is pretty much the big deal. A whole rack of functionalities, from family fees to children location. You can keep an eye on their battery level, so if anything is wrong with their phones, you'll know it. Familia can read barcodes of used up items and automatically adds them to the shopping list. One shopping list for all family members to share, to add to, and remove items without the risk of duplication. Now, the interface for the physically challenged people. We call it the Shake and Swipe module. Basically, you log into Familia just by shaking your device, and then you activate one of Familia's main functions just by swiping your finger in one direction of the screen. So, if you're too old to dial, too young to read, or physically unable to see or make a lot of moves, no biggie, just shake and swipe. Familia connects family members, but also connects the house per se. With the help of our partner CGS, we added the home automation feature to our application to make you able to control connected devices, to keep your house safe, under control, and save energy and money in the process. So, Familia helps out parents, children, the physically challenged people, and the house. In the next video, we will see Familia's role into turning the problems we saw earlier into solutions.
Phone, Windows Store, and backend on Windows Azure that we made all of this come true. We have to mention that Familia works on offline mode. Concerning business, we are targeting all the markets of mobile, so the user can use Familia on any platform other than Windows. The packages that we are offering are divided as you can see. First, the Familia Basic package includes 2 kids versions and 2 adult versions, only for $5. Second, the Familia Plus is for additional persons within the family, like grandparents with the shake and swipe model, for $1 the version. These 2 packages come with 2 free desktop versions. Third, the Familia Home package. This offer is for home automation. You have 12 switches, in other terms, 12 controlled equipments you can choose to control depending on your needs, only for $800. These 3 packages are provided for a period of 1 year. Let's see how we get this figure, the $800. In fact, it was concluded from the activity of our partner CJS and from the first prototype that we built. Now, as for the competitive analysis, Familia offers competitive rates comparing to other products that actually doesn't have the same number or quality of services. Talking about our future, we will be working. We are ready to work. In fact, we planned a test period until the end of 2014 for free and to get the users' feedback. Then we will be working with our partner CJS, who will be offering a Familia Basic package with every home automation installation. Then our marketing channels will be first social media, second our website, and then the different target markets. Now, we would like to mention that we studied the Familia's market. In fact, kids and parents. As for the kids, we went to the International Primary School of Tunis, where we met little kids, we got their feedbacks, and also we talked to parents, and also to experts. And here's what they think of our project.
I represent the CJS company, the partner of Innova Tech team. We believe in the potential of their product, and we decided to encourage them. We seriously consider offering for each home automation installation a Familia Basic package. Then our customers can control their houses and manage their families.
Now, talking about our perspectives, there are 2 major points. First, the GPS tracker, built from silicone, rechargeable, practical, and your child would love it. Second, with Familia, you will have your own customized NFC tag. Each tag triggers a set of everyday's activity. Now, Ghazi will show you a demonstration of our work.
Thank you, Sabrine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with the demo. First, this is the desktop version. This is a dashboard where you can see the weather, you can add an event.
2 minutes,
date,
team, 2 minutes.
Where you're going, who you're going with, etc., etc. This is the main menu. You go into the family feeds, all the events and messages posted by family members. Again, with the main menu, with the user-friendly interface, as you can see, and then you log out. Second, this is the shake and swipe module. And then you swipe your finger to the right.
The call to your daddy is in progress.
Third, this is a prototype house that we built and equipped with electricity and the Familia Home package, where you can control lights or any other electronic device via your smartphone. Then, the fourth demo, this is Pick Me Up. The child presses a button, the parent receives the notification, he can easily locate his child, as you can see on the map, accurately enough, and he goes to pick him up.
1 minute, team, 1 minute.
Now the last demo, last but not least, this is the battery level. On the child's interface, you can see 98% of battery. Then the parent, at the same time, can exceed to the battery or level of the child, and he can see the level pretty accurately, right? Now, Sabrine will wrap it up for you.
Okay, so to sum up, in this presentation, we dealt with some statistics, whereas the issue, we solved the problem, we talked about the tools, and we showed the business before showing you a demo. Now, we would like to thank you for your time and your attention, and we hope our product and its presentation had persuaded you of its potential, and see you in the next step of the Imagine Cup 2014.
I like Familia.
I like Familia.
Mi piace Familia. मुझे अपनी फैमिलिया से बहुत प्यार है.
Mi famiglia.
Thank you, Innova Tech team from Tunisia.
I like familia.
We'll give 5 minutes to the judges for 5
Thank
minutes
you
of
all.
Q.
Okay. I'd like to ask two quick questions. One is around the issue. How big of a problem is this really, where there's this duplication of shopping or where children are not being found? What statistics do you have on really how big of a problem it is that you're addressing? And the second one, for this find home, for the child to find home feature, when you tested it out and put it in front of children, did you actually test it out and see whether they could find a location? For example, children of that age who do not know their way home, are they able to read signs? Are there turn-by-turn directions? Like, how does it actually work, the technology behind it?
Okay, thanks. So first, I start with the first part of your question concerning the how big is the issue. In the video, we showed examples like duplicated lists, or the child who's waiting and nobody is getting him. But the overall issue, those were just example of a big overall issue, which is miscommunication. So the video was pretty much just a symbolic representation, but miscommunication is pretty much one of the major reasons of divorce cases and broken homes and all that. So the video was just symbolic.
Okay. The second one. Okay, go ahead.
For the second part, well, we showed the children the find home location. Okay, let's keep in mind that the map is accurate enough that you can zoom it well enough, and well, let's see. We can be right or wrong, but the children who we showed them this feature, as well as all the familiar application, are pretty familiarized with smartphones in general and internet and the Google Map concepts and all that. So we didn't really notice the child is lost in the application or anything.
And just the last one, thank you. On the home automation feature, because that's where it seems like the revenue is, how does that address this thing of miscommunication?
Excuse me, in the revenue issue?
For the home automation,
Yeah.
how does it address the problem of miscommunication?
Okay. So thank you for the question. In fact, in the home automation system, you can control all the controlled equipments in your house, electronic equipments. So you can save money and you can save power. So it's economic on all the plants. So this will solve the problem of financial issues between the couples, and it's obvious that we have to pay less of bills than the usual. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. We applaud your energy in delivering it. My question is specifically around not having a demo. You showed us some videos. The videos were impressive. But is there a particular reason why you didn't actually do a live demo of the app in action?
In fact, it's a question of time. So we appreciated to record a video to present our work. And if you have time and if you want, we can show you our application anytime you want after the presentation. Will be.
Okay, one more question. I was wondering if you thought about going more social with your application in such a way that you can identify groups and you can measure who are the most effective parents and so on and so forth.
Excuse me, I didn't hear the question.
Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt, judges and participants. We have 1 minute left.
Okay, so my question very quickly. I was wondering if you thought about going more social with your application to make sure that you also help other people to better understand how the application is working and identifying, for example, the top parents in such a way that they are taking better care of their children.
Of course, we already talked about the people with disabilities, for example. So we already have a whole interface for the by interface I mean a whole version for them, and for the rest, like you saw for the children, for example, it was based on icons and pictures instead of text. So we try to go as easy and as clear with the ergonomics of the application, so it's automatically understandable by everybody. This, of course, with the help books that we're going to distribute, and
thank you, Innova Tech from Tunisia. Can we kindly ask the team of I Copy You from Qatar to start getting ready?